Behind the gates of the Rafah border crossing, hundreds of people are now waiting, hoping that the only route out from Gaza to Egypt will open at any moment. Under a US brokered deal, foreign nationals will be allowed to flee, but Egypt says it's too dangerous to open the crossing without assurances from Israel of a temporary ceasefire.
To be honest with you, today is horrible. We went to the Rafah crossing and we imagined that there's a ceasefire, and it turned out to be nothing. Actually, the missiles were fired on our heads on the way there, and we found hundreds of people are staying just waiting for the crossing to open, and it turned out to be something not correct. So we had to go back to our shelter in Khan Yunis, and now here we go. Almost 80 people sitting in two-room shelter in Khan Yunis without any basic needs.
The city of Khan Yunis has seen its population double as people flee the evacuation zone in the north of Gaza. There isn't enough food and water, and hospitals have been overwhelmed with casualties of the Israeli airstrikes. The Palestinian Prime Minister said humanitarian aid is desperately needed.
We are people of a civilization. We are not animals like they are painting us, and our people will not surrender. And we are appealing to the Prime Minister of Israel to stop aggression and to let them know that our people will not migrate and will not leave their land.
New body cam video has emerged from a Hamas militant who crossed into Israel on October the 7th. They attack a residential complex, heavily armed, moving from building to building, hunting down the people who lived there. Israel now says 199 hostages are being held in Gaza. Its ambassador to the UK told Kay Burley that Hamas bore responsibility for retaliatory action.
There is no humanitarian crisis because
there isn't.
There is no. Israel is in charge of the safety of the Israelis. Hamas is in charge of the safety of the Palestinians. And this is the time that Hamas need to pay the price for its abuse, killing innocent Israelis, and now preventing from his own people to evacuate and to be safe.
Israeli forces continue to build on the border with Gaza. They have vowed to eliminate Hamas. The US Secretary of State has arrived back in Tel Aviv for talks after a diplomatic tour of Arab nations anxious to stop the war becoming a wider regional conflict. Thomas Moore, Sky News.